have to be stories of today, maybe something that has happened before, but then you did not have the opportunity to contribute to the conversation when it happened. You can definitely bring that story back and talk about it. But for people who were unable to listen to trends in the papers, were unable to join us via Facebook or YouTube, and you maybe want a summary of what we spoke about so that you can pick the story that you would like to analyze when you call in. Well, we definitely had a conversation about ASUU and parents considering protesting about the increase in the fees of universities. And we told you that some of the universities that have started hiking their fees, we have UNILAG, we also have the Federal University of Health Sciences, Azare, University of Maiduguri, University of Uyo, Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, amongst others. We've also told you that manufacturers have started to slash their outputs. They've started to let go of their staff because of the forex crisis and also the heavy rainfall predictions that would hit about 48 towns in 13 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Unfortunately, regarding the forex crisis, the naira exchanged at 950 naira to $1 as at Wednesday, that's yesterday, and forex crisis has continued to worsen. We also spoke to you about the housing crisis and the federal government, or the government intervention regarding bridging the housing gap and how it is not necessarily relevant to the crisis that we're having at this moment because these houses are way too expensive for their supposed target audience. So this is more or less a summary of some of the stories we talked about during trends in the papers. Fouad Said is already on standby. We're going to get his focus for the day, and then we would open the phone lines for you to contribute. Fouad, welcome back and good morning again.
Yeah, good morning, Sage.
Yes. So
just two focus for me. The first one is the issue of tuition in our tertiary institutions. Again, I think that a lot of people would have to withdraw their children from these schools. I'm talking about poor Nigerians now. That's just the reality, because I know a number of persons who the only reason why they have their children in the university is because of the fact that it's still relatively affordable. We talk about tuition alone, say, as if that's the only thing that parents have to pay or take care of when they have children in the university. What of feeding? What of, sometimes if it's an off-campus school, or maybe because they don't have the money to pay for hostels, they have to still pay for transportation. Sometimes you have to do assignments, type your assignments, buy books. Sometimes, you just have to buy some textbooks to help yourself. So there's a lot that comes with being in a university. It's not just the tuition or some of these sundry fees that people are talking about. But I'm thinking that, look, if the government had removed subsidy, and that's why we're against this issue of these nonsensical palliatives of sharing rice and beans. What I thought that the money that has been saved or that is being saved will be deployed into things like the health sector, the education sector, to take care of things like this. Sage, as a developing economy, if we are really serious about getting into the next level of development, to begin to compete with other developed nations of the world, the government would have to fund education. The government would have to provide free and qualitative education for Nigerians from primary to tertiary level. Because that was what was done in some other nations that are now competing with the most powerful nations of the world. They were deliberate about funding education, making education available to every of their individuals or their nationals. And you ask yourself, what is the benefit of being an oil-producing nation or a nation so blessed with so much resources? We should ask ourselves, what is the education now system in Saudi Arabia and some other oil-producing nations? So we ask ourselves, what then do we benefit from government? Security, zero. Infrastructure, zero. Power, zero. Security, you can't provide. Education is a problem. Health sector is above the reach of the people. It's not even, so again, I'm going to just conclude by saying that, look, the children of the poor that are so-called elitist class, politicians and their cronies, are refusing to educate because of some of these obnoxious policies. Those people will come and become a problem. We're already seeing it in the north and different parts of the country. Those boys who are joining Boko Haram, bandits and all of that are people who are frustrated by the system. And so they look at the option of criminality, even though we cannot justify their actions and say, but the reality is the reality, is what it is. So the students can continue to protest. I was a student union leader in the past. I understand the plight of the students. This is the time for NANS to wake up. This is the time for the different union leaders in their different schools to wake up. because these officials who are coming up with these policies enjoyed free education, qualitative education. They were even feeding them in school. They were getting meal tickets to eat free food in the university in those days. They had scholarships. A lot of them immediately finishing from Nigerian schools, they got scholarships to go and study abroad, fully funded by government. Those things are not available again. What do we get? You know, so it is left for parents, students, and Nigerians to speak up at this time, or keep quiet and allow all of this to continue. And as far as the forex sector is concerned, say in just 30 minutes, let us continue to tinker with the fiscal and monetary policies we are only starting the surface. Until we do the hard work of getting back to production, of earning enough forex through our God-given natural resources, nothing will change. It's just a simple matter of economics. You know, we have too many things chasing after dollars that is not available. And that's why we continue to have this forex crisis.
Thank you very much, Fuad, for your opinion on these stories. Well, it's time for us to take public feedback. You can call us and let us know what you feel about these stories that have been reeled out. Remember, you have the opportunity to talk about any story you like, as long as it is a relevant conversation or maybe a past conversation we've had and you would like to bring it back, probably in relation to a developing story. 410, that is 0913 6000 send it to the number 0910430. You can reach us via Facebook and YouTube. Use the live chat option. Mainland 98.3 FM on Facebook and YouTube. Leave your messages. I'll read it live on air. Remember, you have just 2 minutes for your contribution. If you want to address more than one story, time yourself properly. After 2 minutes, you will not be able to continue with your contribution. Let's take our first call for this morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name, please.
Yeah, good morning. When you talk about the education of the pay, I disagree with you. Look, we need to generalize issues. We shouldn't personalize issues. For 20 years, for more than a decade now, nobody did body. Now, okay, imagine in the federal university, a medical student paying 20-something thousand as a school fee. We are right. The same old university have been paying over 200,000-300,000. Why did I see when?
All right. Thank you for your call back. 0913-6000-410 is the phone line. WhatsApp text messages 0913-6000-430. Hello. Please, when you call, turn down the volume on your radio. It's no reason we should be hearing ourselves. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
All right. Good morning to you.
Wahala you. My name is Ambrose. We thank God for another day.
Hey, thank God.
Wahala you. I thought that governance is all about the welfare of the people. When we hear people who, by their choice of words, you know that they are heartless. They don't care what other people go through. Then you begin to imagine. That is the average mind of a politician. Once I'm okay, let everybody go and die. It doesn't concern me. Imagine, in a country where we have so much, there's so much resources in this country, and the people, those in government, they are not able to harness it, and the ones that they are able to harness, they are sharing it among themselves, and the people who are supposed to benefit people, their children, and then you now say because, state is doing this, state is doing that. Even the state, are they justified? That's the question that we need to ask. Are they justified? What is training me concerning all these lecturers that I expect them to go on strike to complain that the emolument of the ministers, all of them, is too much. They should cut their cost. Well, Nigerians, minimum wage is 30,000. And you are telling somebody that has a child that the child should not go to school? Then what will the child become at the end of it? Are you not thinking? Are you not thinking how they are behaving abroad? And you are only interested in protecting one man. in a country of 200 million and to 300 million people,
Thank
you
you.
are protecting just one man face just because you are okay.
Thank you.
Are we okay in this country?
Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate you. Good morning. 0913-6000-410. You can join us via Facebook. We're streaming live. Please leave your submissions via the Facebook platform so that I can read those messages as we go along. I want to do the best I can to make sure I get through every single message we get on social media so that we can encourage you to join us on social media. Also, that reminds me, we are going to be doing something on social media on Friday. All right, Friday, that's tomorrow, the 15th of September 2023, around 8 p.m. I beg your pardon. We're going to be on Twitter. There's a Twitter space that will be happening. We want to have a conversation about Nigeria beyond oil. In a bit to diversify the economy, right? What other aspects of our economy can we explore? What other things can we harness to improve our revenue generating capacity? So we're going to be on Twitter, or X if you like. That is why you should follow us on social media. It's Mainland FM on X or Twitter, whichever you like. Mainland FM. Follow us and anticipate tomorrow, Friday, the 15th of September 2023, from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. We're going to have a conversation on Nigeria beyond oil. You can join us. We would also take your submissions on that platform. We have Adeola Yusuf, who is an expert in these matters, joining us, and also Kaluaja, who will be a speaker, and it will be moderated by the head of political desk, Mainland 98.3 FM, Okoyemi Akinyode. So don't forget, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow, Friday, 15th September 2023, on X. We're hosting a space talking about other aspects of our national economy that we can harness for revenue generation. Nigeria beyond oil. Let's go back to taking submissions. Hello. Hello, good morning. You're live. Okay, call us back if you can. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, morning to you.
Yeah, morning, Sage. Morning, Fahad.
Good morning.
Yes, I would say that Fahad has said everything in one's mind as per today's issues and so on. I can say that with the 100 days of this administration, not any meaningful impact it has done in all ramifications, all sectors. It's just been policies upon policies upon policies. And according to what Fahad says, all textbooks economics policies that will only work for in countries where there are a lot of areas where you can generate foreign exchange. Every sector generating foreign exchange, that is where those textbook policies will work. But in Nigeria right now, we have only one means of foreign exchange, which is called the crude oil, and it's already dwindling. We're not even meeting with the OPEC quota.
Hello?
Basically, we are going through a real recession right now. We are going through a real recession. And Tinubu has a lot in his hands right now. Because if he doesn't make any policies that will touch the masses right now, especially the poor, I don't see where Nigeria is going in the next future. Before the year runs out.
Thank
you very much, Sage.
Yes, we appreciate you for calling. Let's go to Facebook now and take the message we have on Facebook. Basil Chika from Facebook says, school fee hike and subsequent student protest afterwards, coupled with NLC planned strike. If not, nip it at the board. If you don't nip it at the board, I don't know if that's what you're trying to tell me, but then there will be a time the government cannot control it and it will run out of hand. If this government listen to the people and use the so-called palliative money we never see to subsidize education and other things, we will not be witnessing this. And if I may ask, where is the student loan? Well, yeah, it was supposed to kick off in September, but I think they are adjusting, the modalities and other things. I'm trying to adjust the requirements that were initially put out, and yeah, so it was hopefully by the end of September we can get like a definite formal statement about how the student loan is going to run. Basil Chika from Facebook, we appreciate you. Leave your submissions. Mainland 98.3 FM on Facebook and YouTube. Hello. All right then. Thank you for calling 0913-6000-410 if you want to speak to us. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, morning.
Madam State,
Yes,
I greet you.
morning.
I greet Fuad also.
You can hear you.
Okangbelima is my name.
All right.
And I'm living in Mafuloko.
Go ahead.
Hello?
We're with you. Go ahead.
I am particularly disturbed about this education thing that they are trying to do now. And somebody came and said, oh, it's a good move. Now, if they start collecting money from poor people like this, is it because you gave them rice? You gave them rice and this. You want to come and collect school fees from them. It's bad now. People that cannot afford anything, you now carry rice and give them. In essence, you are increasing school fees so that children won't go to school. Is it the rice that they will go and eat, or what you want them to do? And all this thing is happening when they say it's renewed hope. So I begin to wonder, is it the renewed hope they promised us, or something else? If you say renewed hope, is it the hope to start crying? I don't understand, because if you want us to go forward as a nation, look at the palliative that they say they are giving people. As I'm sitting here, I've not seen 1 naira, I've not seen 1 cup of rice, I've not seen anything. And I keep on spending money that I'm using my business to do for my business, spending money, buying fuel. So how will I grow with this kind of economy? And you say it's renewed hope. I want to know how the renewed hope will affect me. That's all. I just want them to tell me how that renewed hope will affect me. When I keep on, my capital keeps on going down. I want to go and buy goods now. I will not have money again. It's so terrible, my sister. Good morning.
Thank you for calling. Good morning to you as well. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning to you, Prince Wise.
How are you today?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very okay, my dear. You see, education, very, very, very important. And that's very key. And I want all Nigeria, 99.9 Nigeria to be educated. Now, the University of Lagos, from 19,000 to about 140 or 150, that's pretty much. They should bring the price down. I don't say this is not increase, but it can be that 30 or 50,000 naira for the poor people to go to school. But they are half a good suggestion. If it need be, let federal government introduce education tax. The adults, let us pay tax to make every Nigerian go to school. The poor people, when you pay tax, somebody tell me now, that's going like 1,000 naira a year. Look, 1,000 naira counts most of the million people. It's a huge amount. For this, we can finish our higher institution. Because when we talk of education, Papa Wolo, we can't forget him today. But he just wants it then. They pay tax. Because of it, we just say Cocoa make a Western region to be educated. No. Cocoa, it is you to go Cocoa. But Baba wants everybody to go to school. You now introduce tax then. So farmers will wake up around 5 o'clock to expect the tax collector. They be at the farm before 5 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you.
Look at Adebole boundary. When you run from Western region, you go to boundary.
Thank you.
That is boundary between the federal territory and Western region. So if you introduce education tax, it benefits a lot of families in this country.
Thank
That's
you so much.
my own suggestion for the federal government this morning.
All right.
Good morning to you, my dear.
Good morning to you too. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you. Do you mind speaking up a little bit for us, please?
Yeah, good morning. Can you hear me now?
Okay, let's work with this. Go
How you
ahead.
doing? Yeah, my name is Bill. I'm calling from Janik. What about Mr. Fuad?
He's fine. He's with us. Go ahead,
Good
please.
morning. Good morning. How you doing? Yeah, concerning the recent increase in what would I even call it, school fees now? It doesn't make sense. This is just wickedness in high places. It doesn't make. How much is the minimum wage? And it's just there's no way to justify it. A lot of people just go. A lot of people will have to drop out. And these days, if you want to destroy a country, there's no point throwing bomb again. Just destroy the educational system and just give it some years to come. As country, look at the northern part of the country. Why do we have Boko Haram, Iswa, and the rest of them there? Because right from time they've been backward education. You see the way Nigerian government, even JAM and everything, where they want to we need to admit students in the northern part of the country. It's always different from the southern part, but they believe they are backwards. And look at the result now. I see terrorism everywhere. So do this government want the same? Does this government want the same thing to happen in the southern part of the country? No. It's uncalled for.
Thank you.
Just too bad. Thank you very much.
All right, then let's go to WhatsApp. We have a number of messages on WhatsApp. Odugmeso from Jakonde Estate says those increasing tuition fees enjoyed free education in their days. Instead of them to cut the salaries and allowances of the ruling elite so that we can save this bogus money that the few among us are consuming. All right, thank you, Kayode, for your message. We have here, Nigerian politicians should know that if there's no education, there will be no future, even for their children, including the ones they are training abroad. Thank you. All right, we have here, good morning to you, Mainland FM. Please, what have you done to the people in power? What sin have we committed against them? Because people are crying, there's no food, high taxation, no security, no job, and now the increment of school fees. Please, this region should help us return back subsidy. Okay, I think you mean regime. This regime should help us return back fuel subsidy so that we can benefit and live our lives again. We do not need anything else. We're dying in the country. People are dying en masse. My name is Dompi from Igondo, Lagos. Thank you, Dompi, for your message. We also have another one here to the caller that said government should introduce education tax. Please tell me, I will not pay because the money will still be looted by our overfed politicians, the same way we have been looting Nigeria dry. Okangwelina from Mafoluku, thank you very much. And of course, the trust deficit manifest once again. I can't blame you, really. Beautiful morning to you, Sage. Why is it that every day we're complaining? Are you not the ones that, of course, they only know how to use, let me just skip that part. They only know how to use the power for election. And after the election, the poor suffers and only the rich enjoy. The government went to school for free. They enjoyed scholarship. But nowadays, they have turned everything upside down. So let us enjoy this regime because many of you complaining voted. No matter the kind of party you belong to, we will all be affected. Daniel from Igondo, Lagos. Thank you very much for your message. Let me take this one that we have here before we go back to taking phone calls. Please ask the people who are supporting the government, the policies and the increase of school fees. If they advise the people in power to say what they are doing now during their campaign is would they have come to power, they should have emphasized this during their campaigns and then see how they would have even been able to get the votes that they got. Steve Ijanikin. Okay, thank you very much. One message here on Facebook. Sean Johnson on Facebook says, the level at which education is going, it could be linked with a conspiracy, even if it is far-fetched. And what is this conspiracy? It is as if they do not want people to get enlightened so that people will not be able to counter when wrong policies and issues arises. That being said, the increase in tuition fee can be justified in an economy where government assistance and subsidy are highly implemented, not an economy faced with multidimensional poverty. Insecurity is almost at its peak. Food and hunger is the other of the day. Mineral resources are not being tapped for the right reasons. Loans and palliatives get into corrupt hands. Sean Johnson, thank you very much. I totally understand what you're saying because a lot of us are comparing to the United States, which is funny because they've been going around single-digit inflation figures. It's about 3.7, maybe 4% inflation figures, and the average fee is about $8,000 to $35,000, really. So, and our inflation is about 24%. That's like triple their inflation figure. So, it might be a great policy that works in other places, but we have country-specific issues, right? Enough said. Let's go back to taking phone calls. Hello. Hello, you're alive.
Hello?
All right. Hello, good morning to you. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, good morning. My name is
Morning.
Abubakar. I'm calling from.
We can barely hear you, sir.
My name is Abubakar.
Okay. Good morning.
I'm calling from Papa.
Okay.
On this issue of school fees, like, I think is a sign for those that say government doesn't do anything. You don't know what government are doing. Now you can see the sign of what government are doing. So, but though I don't support that, about 300% that increment is too high. People's salary are not, minimum salary is 30,000, and school fees are increasing by almost like 300%. And populated, educated people are better off, they're illiterate. So government should look for way of how to have a discussion with head of all these institutions so that there should be a way that government should subsidize. Education should not be what they will be left. I mean, the government will just pass off it like that and allow people to, let majority of people will be sidelined. And I know the country will translate the country negatively. So I don't support the rate of how they increase the school fees. So government they should find a way of having a kind of middle ground so that they should reduce that. Maybe 100% is not bad enough. 300% is out of reach for a common man. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you for your submission. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, morning to you.
Yes, I say good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
ʟɪᴜᴜ.
Nice to have you. Please go on.
Yes. Let's call a spade a spade. You see, Nigeria presently, we need somebody that will bail us out from our problem. That does not say we should not talk the reality. You see, this is the issue. So, you see, the President Tinubu is taking the wrong step in the wrong direction. Let me tell you why. You see, you are talking about people, Nigeria, that we don't need your parity. These are areas where you can reflect your governorship to people. A lot of our children, millions of people's children is in higher institutions. You now start giving, state government 5 billion for palliative. I mean, if you 5 billion, I mean, this is uncalled for. That's why I say it's the wrong step in the wrong direction. And if you listen to us, 4 years behind the corner, whatever we do for us, we will not forget. You know, and I'm encouraging the students and the parents' body, they should resist it. You understand? So now, what is happening with our Naira? Why didn't they use the technical to solve our problem or financial problem? And you start everywhere inflation increasing here, people are in this country living. I mean, it's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. If you don't have solutions, leave us alone. Have a nice day.
Have a better one. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Thomas, calling from Ikotin.
Your name is what?
My name is Thomas, calling from Ikotin.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, considering the new increase in the tertiary institutions, I think our government is not doing the right thing. When a government fails, they've already planned to fail. It's unfortunate. I heard one of your callers saying that it is not agree with us word. That is a very wrong thing to say, simply because you should know that there is a difference between private and public schools. Public schools is formed with public money, while private schools is formed with private money. So public people will benefit from what is their own. That's what is meaning, what they're doing, what the government is doing now, that they are asking so many people, they're trying to create a lot of uncertainty in the minds of people who want to go to school, which is very wrong. You understand? Because we have so many crimes, they want to stop crime, and we are increasing avenue for crime rate to increase. These kids, they cannot afford to go to school. What do you want them to do? They will not go into crime. Government should think very well about all this. That's my comment.
Thank you very much for calling. Let's take the few messages we've gotten since. Good morning. This is Dio from Fagba. It's unfortunate that this government does not value education. That is why they would increase the school fee from primary to university. It is the same free education in the 70s and 80s that brought many of these rulers into power. But now that they are in power, they want to destroy the same education. They believe the more educated you are, the more you can defend and fight for your right. Look at Lagos. Since 1999, the public schools have been destroyed. They're breeding agberos, and they have now become a pen in our neck. We have bandits and Boko Haram everywhere. It's a shame that the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Thank you so very much, Dio from Fagba. We appreciate your message. At least this was friendly enough for us to read on air. Additional Lariwaju on Facebook says, let's be more proactive about the so-called increment in our tertiary institutions. The federal universities had always been charging high fees without pinpointing the tuition, especially for freshers. They only remit the meager tuition to the federal government. I'm a parent with empirical evidence. The incidental expenses for accommodation are subjective. informative. Additional Olariwaju on Facebook, thank you for your message. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Please be reminded you can join us. Mainland 98.3 FM is how you can reach us on Facebook and YouTube. The phone line once again 0913 6000 410. You can reach us through WhatsApp or text messages via the number 0913 6000 430. It's Open Mic Thursday here on Mainland 98.3 FM. We're asking you to call us and talk to us about what you feel about the general state of our polity. You can either decide to address old stories, developing stories, or the stories that we addressed during trends in the papers. My name is Sage Babalola. Let's go back to taking phone calls. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, morning to you.
Good morning for Joe from Oba.
Welcome.
There was a caller that was making comparison between people that are sending their children to private school and the government school, saying that since they are paying high fees in private school, it is justified for the government to raise school fees in the public school. Can you imagine how somebody will come up with that? I was blaming for a journalist. Can you imagine how somebody is thinking with
let's calm down. Let's relax. Okay, please, sir, please. I get you. You disagree. It's okay to have parallel opinions. Just please, sir.
Hello.
I'm with you. Please.
Just hear me out. I'm not going to. I want to say something about Continental before, but I will say it.
Okay.
But when he comes to radio, you know that we have intelligent people listening and contributing. Are you with me? When we have people collecting 1,000 naira, and we have people that are embezzling billions, unaccounted for. People that are going away with billions, people that are earning 10 million, 3 million, 8 million in the rest there. And are we equal in that level? Hello?
I'm with you.
So, and you are quick to condemn for saying that. And most of these people that is increasing this tuition fees went through free education. They collected bursary award, and they even had free scholarships. The last president went to send us through sponsorship by the Nigerian government, just like every one of them. And this person is coming on radio to tell us Badadash. Is it thinking?
But then don't attack their person. You can definitely disagree with their point of view, but please don't attack their person so that we don't create a hostile environment and people are comfortable enough to call in and talk to us. Okay? Please. Thank you. Hello.
Especially the college there. I'm speaking from Oreta Ibubu area.
All right. Please go ahead.
Okay. Then concerning this increase in free education, this will lead to some students leaving school because some of the parents cannot afford this money. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go on.
So the best thing for us now is just all the parents should come together and rise against this obnoxious policy. That's my own submission.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that you got straight to the point. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning to you.
This is Madam Nifi.
Welcome, ma'am. Thank you for calling.
I remember I'm a storyteller. I've enjoyed federal government like this as a student. And federal government institutions are public institutions. They must run it with federal government money. On no account must they increase federal government schools school fees, unreasonably. I remember when I was in my HSC class, Federal School of Arts and Science in Aba. My meal a day is 50 kobo for 3 square meals. This subsidized by government, 1976 to 1978. In the morning, I would take bread. There's Coca-Cola, there's cornflakes, there's tea, there's fish, there's egg, and if you want to take. In the afternoon, we take swallow or rice. In a week, we eat chicken. A chicken is meant for 4 people. That is why I like to eat wings. Bam, into 4 places. Jollof rice in Wednesday afternoon. Sunday afternoon, I eat jollof rice with chicken too. So, it is heavily subsidized. On no account will you tell me that my children, I make sure that my children went to federal school. Queen's College and Federal Famous Girls College, Sagam and Benin.
I know how much I pay as a widow. If they gave me this type of deal, will I be able to train them, my girls out of school? My tuition fee then was 1,500. On what account was it increasing rent and school fees to high heaven? When the Tᴜnūbù came, he started the model school and made school fees to high heaven. He shouldn't try with the federal government. He makes a system.
Thank
A
you.
system that must be controlled by government, by him.
Thank
Why
you.
should we increase rent school fees from 19,000 to 200,000 for who to pay?
Thank you, Madam Ify. We appreciate you. Thank you for your call. All right. Let me take this message that we've gotten, or let me take this phone call first. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
I am Ikechi from Ikeja.
Okay.
Nobody is going on this Omonile land grab part.
You can do that. Go
You
ahead.
know, when a politician cited a location, they will investigate who owns the land. If the person that owns the land is not just like ordinary man, they will go for it, and then they will go and frustrate you. You go to police. Police, they will tell police you are going to have a half a plot of land. That is what is happening. Police will collect half plot of land, then they will give the politicians the rest of the land. Another one, selling of this house for poor men. There is no way you can sell, because when they are selling market in Tōjōshō, they say we should come and buy the market, come and buy. And then at the end of the day, the politicians come and buy the whole market and then start selling for us. The permanent secretary will buy, the local government will buy, and then the other people will buy. They will start selling it to us in a high price, and which is not good. I don't know where we are going in this Nigeria. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so very much for your call. WhatsApp message we have here. I'm Kadri Kolade Aziz from Oreta Igbogo Ikorodu. Kadri says, all of us should not sit on the fence on this matter of school fee increment. Let us rise to the occasion and raise our voices against this obnoxious policy. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Kadri. Good morning, crew. Those saying people are dying, are they praying or cursing the country? Let's encourage those using this language. This stage will pass. We would have a better time in this country by God's grace. Okay, Anthony from Idimo Alimosho. All right. Okay, with some positivity there. Thank you. Another one, Uzoma from Bori Axis Egbeda, says it's already clear that the Nigerian system will continue to have issues. All I advise is that the Nigerian citizens should work smart with prayers to God towards living up to the level of affordability. Depending on the system is a complete waste of time. All right. Thank you, Uzoma, for your message. On Facebook, Prince Leo Ozoma says, I personally do not expect any positive impact on education from leadership in this our dear country, Nigeria. They are engrossed in certificate scandals and authentication simply because you cannot give what you don't have. God help and bless Nigeria. Leo Ozoma from Anambra State. Listening to us from Anambra State, thank you so very much for your participation. We appreciate you. I'll take one more message and then we are back to the phone line. This is a lengthy message. Maybe I would have to come back to this. So I'll just go back to taking phone calls. 0913 6000 413. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
I'm Michael. I'm calling from GRA Aziz.
Okay.
You see, to me, I stopped calling for some time now because I see that there is no any difference. The judiciary that the whole Nigerians are looking upon, they turn everybody upside down. The issue of school fees we are talking about now. To me, I don't know the person that is going to fight the issue of this school fees. I don't know the person that is going to fight. If we come out, if the whole masses come out to the street, are they not going to use police and navy or civil defense or army to keep people? You see, these people, they have whole Nigeria to ransom. There is nothing, there's not anybody will tell me that we are going to be free from these people. Babawo has said it. It's like some people forgot. Some Babawo have said it. General Jafo has said it. That unless they kill all these people.
Okay. That's 0913 410. That is the phone line. WhatsApp text messages 0913 430. It's quite unfortunate, really. Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello, good morning to you. All right, please try to call us back. I think there's a little interference with the reception, but please keep trying. Okay. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Your name, please. Your name.
John.
Okay.
See, please let our be reacting to any comments that is unplay or that is considered an attack on his on his analysis. It's not that I will say it in a deliberating way, but let him defend it because people should need enlightenment. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Well, to be honest, I think Fuad's work speaks for him. There's really no need for him to constantly respond to everybody who says something, derogatory. His work speaks for him, and that's, when you're confident in what you do, you don't necessarily have to respond to every attack, and that's why he chooses not to, or I would like to think that's why he chooses not to. So, well, thank you so very much for your observation. Hello, good morning to you. Hello. Hello, good morning to you.
My name is Emeka.
Emeka, it's hard to hear you. We can barely pick out what you're saying to us.
Are you hearing me now?
You're going to have to call us back or send a message, please. We can barely hear you. All right, thank you. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Morning.
Yes, please the volume on your radio. Good morning.
Okay, Madam Sage, how are you?
Very well, thank you, sir. Good morning.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Barrister Peter Oko. I'm calling from Mainland.
Yes, welcome, sir.
Yes, Madam Sage.
I'm with you.
Let me be honest with you. The only way out of this situation, we have reached a point where the Nigerian public, that the members of the public, where we have to resort to civil disobedience. I'm a lawyer. I cannot advocate violence. But the situation we have reached is a situation where we cannot depend on the military to take over. No. We, the civilians, we have to tell the government that enough is enough. We cannot tolerate anymore. So by civil disobedience, our situation can change. So we don't expect that Tᴜmbú and his people will change, we do whatever we want. No, we have to force them because we elected them in the election. If any election, we should refuse to participate in further elections until they reform the polity. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for your message. We appreciate you. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I can hear you, please.
Yeah, Pamela.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, I want to today's open myself. And then please, I wish is Fuad on? Is it?
I'm here. Fuad is here.
Okay, cool. Yeah. See, I respect you guys for one thing. Please, always. I know you can't know everything, but you are good at what you do. Please, always help us to. How do I pray now? How about the best way with you? When people are not saying what is right,
to correct them.
But God has helped you to. You get it now.
Yeah, we get
it. Don't mind me.
Please.
Someone called him yesterday. I won't call his name, but he kept mentioning education tax. People need to always read. People need to know this is a kind of national review where you have people who are intelligent and who know things. Every company, including Lagos and Mainland FM,
you pay tax.
Your tax money. You pay education tax. 3% of your accessible property, you pay education tax. So somebody coming to tell us about the people should pay education. See, that you support someone doesn't mean that you should also look at it from another prison.
There's humanity. There's humanity to governance.
Exactly. Do you understand? They said it yesterday. I tried calling, I couldn't reach you. Thank God I was able to reach to today. Even because I'm driving, I was almost parking and going to Facebook and just debunk it. We are paying every company in Nigeria, every correct company in Nigeria pays education tax. It used to be 2.5. The modulated is not 3%. So, and number two, every higher institution of learning in Nigeria gets grants. Number three, they all make money from remedial courses, from degree to diplomas to all these things. Who are the people
check it out. The money they got from me, what are they doing with it?
Thank you so
And you know how much they pay for all these media courses and the likes?
Thank you.
So that, okay, let me just
We
stop.
have to
Thank you
go.
very much.
Yes, I appreciate it. It's so much to be said. Fuad, if you can in a minute, because
I think I would just, for anybody that keeps, you can support a government, you can vote for a government.
Yeah.
And we are not here because we want any government to fail or we just want to criticize. It's our job to set the agenda, to look at these issues critically. Remember when the issue of student loan came up, I was the first to raise a caveat on the conditions attached to that loan. I remember a lot of the supporters of the government attacked me, blah, blah.
Pessimistic.
You are a naysayer, you are being pessimistic. Where is that student loan now? It's not even actionable. And even the government eventually now agreed that some of the conditions attached to the loan does not make any sense. So when we raise issues like that, it's not because we just want to criticize government. It's because it's our job to critically look at some of those things. Because government is about the people, really, at the end of the day. Whether you are poor. So what we are saying now, let me just round up with this. So if you earn 30,000 minimum wage now as a Nigerian,
I'll just leave it as a rhetorical question, really. Thank you so very much. We actually have to go now. A quick commercial break, but at 9:45 a.m. we will definitely be back for Global View. That is where we much far side for your analysis. Thank you to our callers and everyone who sent messages. We definitely appreciate your desire to join us on radio. It's still Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. 9:45 a.m. We will be back.